Low energy, unfocused, foggy? You might be dehydrated. Whether it's hot yoga, over 100-degree weather, or too much sun. Gator Light, with a specialized blend of 5 electrolytes, was scientifically designed to help move fluids into the body faster for rapid rehydration. Shop now at retailers nationwide. Gator Light hydrates faster than water. Is it in you? Symptoms noted are signs of mild to moderate dehydration. Consult a healthcare professional if symptoms persist.
When you need to build up your team to handle the growing chaos at work, use Indeed Sponsored Jobs. It gives your job post the boost it needs to be seen and helps reach people with the right skills, certifications, and more. Spend less time searching and more time actually interviewing candidates who check all your boxes. Listeners of this show will get a $75 sponsored job credit at Indeed.com/podcast. That's Indeed.com/podcast. Terms and conditions apply. Need a hiring hero? This is a job for Indeed Sponsored Jobs.
This message is brought to you by Apple Card. Shave ice by the beach. A trip to the state fair. And a throwback flick at the local drive-in. They're more than just items to check off the summer bucket list. They're also opportunities to earn 2% daily cash back when you use your Apple Card with Apple Pay. Apply for Apple Card now and use in-minutes with Apple Pay. Subject to credit approval. Apple Card is issued by Goldman Sachs Bank USA, Salt Lake City branch. Terms and more at applecard.com.
Coach Unplugged is brought to you by great people over at teachhoops.com for coaches who want to get better. From the Fifth Quarter Studios in Madison, Wisconsin, you're listening to Coach Unplugged. Here is your host, Steve Collins.
Hey everybody, happy Friday, episode 591. I'm really excited about this podcast. This was something I've been thinking about for a couple of weeks. You know, we're living a new norm right now. And I'm going to talk in this podcast about some principles that I think as coaches and as teachers and as educators, we have to think about moving forward with our players, whether we see them in the spring, whether we see them in the summer, how we're going to kind of deal with them moving forward. I think it's really important. I've got a bunch of these kind of coming up, things I've kind of thought about, but I think you're going to really like this one. Before we do that, I'd like to give a big shout out to our 2 sponsors. First of all, teachhoops.com for coaches who want to get better resources, one-on-one calls, office hours. I spent last week every night talking to teachhoops.com members, having office hours, talking about different topics, breaking film down. You'll hear some of them in the next couple of weeks. Come over and join us. We'd love to have you. Can't imagine a better time to do that. Also, check out Dr. Dish, the #1 shooting machine on the market. And you've heard a little bit about our, and mentioning Coach Unplugged, you get $350 off. Can't be a better time. You know, use a little bit of that stimulus money to go buy a Dr. Dish. Also, I can't imagine a better time with our new sponsor, VO. I'm going to put a link down below so you can see all the great things that they're doing too. You know, it's portable, it's easy to record, it gets the entire court. I know a lot of these things that are mounted in gyms don't get the entire court. This thing can get the entire court, which is kind of cool when the ball moves really quickly. So anyway, let's head off to the podcast. Hope you enjoy this one. Hey everybody, welcome to Coach Unplugged. Today we're going to talk about the new norm. I'm not sure how long this is going to happen, but I've been jotting notes down and some things that I wanted to share with all of you. So any of you that are watching this on YouTube, you're going to see, you will see me look down at my notes just because I want to make sure I get this. But, you know, so some principles, so basically 5 principles that I think you need to keep in track in your brain as you move forward coaching wise. And, you know, I'm sure we could add, and I'd love to hear new things that I should add to these principles, but these are kind of the basic principles that I think you need moving forward with things you need moving forward with the new norm, the new world that we're living in as coaches. First of all, no one signed up for this. All the kids didn't sign up for this. The parents didn't sign up for this. Everyone that wanted to play summer and spring AAU didn't sign up for this. This old porch dog didn't sign up for this. So I think we have to remember that. You know, we didn't sign up for this sickness. We didn't sign up for COVID-19. We didn't sign up for social distancing. We didn't sign up for spending all this time together and the sudden end or change of our norms. And I think we have to remember that your players aren't doing it. Just that it's not like them not wanting to come into the gym in the middle of June, or them not wanting to get shots up in April. So um, it's not for online shooting and online all this kind of stuff. So I think as a principles, one of our principles that we need to remember moving forward is no one signed up for this. We have to deal with it as it comes. Um, and I think it's hard because, we all want to try to get ready for next season. We all want to try to win more games. We all want to try to make differences in these kids' lives, but they're dealing with stuff. I'm dealing with stuff. We're all dealing with stuff. So I think that's something we all have to remember. So that's number one. No one signed up for it. Number two, the humane option is probably the best option. We are going to prioritize supporting each other as human beings. So that's what I've tried to do with my players, the best that I can. I'm working on doing that. I'm trying to figure out how I'm going to teach and how I'm going to do those kind of things. So I haven't prioritized as much as I want, but I'm going to, because we are in the off season right now, which is the spring. But we have to support each other. So the humane option is the best option. So supporting each other. We're going to prioritize simple solutions. So we have to, don't reinvent the wheel. We have to figure out simple ways before AAU, before all these things. What can we use that's available to us now that will make it easier for the kids moving forward. We're going to prioritize sharing resources, communicating. I'm gonna do different things with them. I'm actually working on a Google Classroom and things that I can share with them once summer comes around. I'm working on stuff for Teach Hoops, workouts, strength and conditioning without without the weight room, both basketball and non-basketball. So number one was nobody signed up for this. Number two is the humane option is the best option. And it's going to be hard for all of us coaches because we're competitive people. Number three, we cannot do the same thing online. We can't simulate going to Milwaukee and playing in their league. We can't simulate, our 5 contact days, or if or not we get those things this summer. Some of those things we can't do online. So the expectations of what we have as coaches probably have to adjust. We can't expect the same amount of workouts from them. We cannot expect the same things from them when we're not there to help them through it. You have to remember what it's like to be a teenager. So I think we cannot do this exact same thing online as we can in person. I think we have to remember that as coaches. Number four, we want to foster them. We want to foster their love for the game, their social connections, their personal connections, however you can do that. If it's, I've been making funny TikToks. If you can somehow, maybe I'm going to try to get the guys on a Zoom meeting. So however you can foster their love of the game, in multiple ways. I have all sorts of cool things I'm trying to think of that I want to do with my guys. One of them is, maybe play a virtual horse game with each other. And I'm working through that on teachhoops.com about how they can do that and how they, so I think that would be a fun thing for them to do. So how they can still work through their love of the game, but have the interactions with each other, because everyone's feeling a little bit isolated at this point. And number four, you got to remain flexible and adjust to the situation. It's not going to be the same spring. It's not going to be the same summer. It might not be the same fall that we've all had. So nobody knows where this is going, and that we're going to have to adapt as we kind of move along. Everyone needs to be understanding when it moves forward. So those are all hard for me, because I want them to get shots up. I want them to go play in the spring circuit. I want them playing together this summer. I want to use my contact days. All of those things I want, but I have, as a coach and as a teacher and as a porch dog and someone that's old, I have to remain flexible and adjust to this situation, because I think it's changing every day. So I think these are all things that as coaches we need to think about as the new norm. And so let me go over these real quick. First one, remember, no one signed up for this. It's not like the kid going to Hawaii rather than coming to the tournament. So no one signed up for this. The humane option is the best option when we're dealing with kids, especially in this situation. They're all, I'm married to a psychologist, they're all dealing with this in different ways. You know, some kids are having a really hard time. Some kids are adjusting to it. Some kids just want structure. So the humane way is the best way to deal with it. We can't do the same thing online. I'm going to help you. If you become a member of teachhoops.com, I'm going to help you. But you know, you can't do the same thing. You in the gym, you working them out, you having summer contact is going to be different than them doing it on their own. So we have to remember, you can't do the same thing online. We must foster the love of the game and their interactions with their teammates. And the third thing is we got to remain flexible. Those are all things that I think moving forward that we need to think about in terms of coaching. If you've got other ones or you'd like to talk about other ones, I'd love to do that. I'm also in the process of looking for interviews. So if anyone knows of coaches, either high school, junior high, college, that you think would be interesting interviews for Coach Unplugged, we would love to hear from them moving forward. So let me know if that's going to happen, and have a great day. Have a great weekend. Stay safe. Bye. Hey, everybody. I hope you enjoyed that podcast. If you did, please go over and leave that 5-star review on iTunes, Stitcher, Spotify, Acast, wherever you listen to these podcasts. Also, go over and check out teachhoops.com for coaches who want to get better. It is my baby. Learn all my secrets of how I was able to win 80% of my high school games, 3 state titles, multiple conference championships. Let me help you through this great journey we call coaching. All right, have a great day.
NFL football season is here, which means when you switch to Verizon, it feels like
touchdown,
because you get NFL Sunday Ticket from YouTube on us when you buy an eligible 5G phone on select unlimited plans, which means you can watch every out-of-market game every Sunday afternoon, and it's all on us. Now that's the Verizon way to kick off the NFL football season right. Switch and get NFL Sunday Ticket from YouTube on us, only with Verizon.
Hello.
Look what TJ Maxx dragged in.
The Devil Wears Prada 2 is now streaming on Disney Plus and Hulu.
We are digital, we are downloadable, we are streamable.
The fashion event of the year is certified fresh.
Pull yourself together, we have work to do.
Critics say it's smart and witty and the perfect sequel.
That's all.
Get runway ready for The Devil Wears Prada 2 on Disney Plus and Hulu. Rated PG-13.